I'm on my way to get some dye from Wilco. I'm walking just after work, and this week's vlog I wanted to talk to you a little bit about sustainability. So let me go pick that up and then I shall explain myself later. Got the dye. Luckily they had navy, so that's good. I should explain what I mean by sustainability. It's like such a thrown around term, and I don't want this to be a video about my top brands for sustainability. I do not taste brands. I don't like, that's not where this channel is going. It's literally just my life. I've noticed over this year, over lockdown, over changes in my lifestyle, that I've been doing some things to curb my own bad habits, and I thought it would be nice to share them from the point of view of just a real deal person doing the best they can. So a lot of these things that I try and like stick to are almost sustainable by default, but they're really kind of easy and fun, and I'm enjoying them and they're working, so that's why I thought I would share. So I'm going to give you 5. Like, let's just keep it short because I can waffle on about a lot of stuff when it comes to this, and especially because I am a self-confessed shopaholic and I'm trying to get over that, and it's very difficult to stay the course. So the first way is by reinventing, mending, and changing clothes that you already own. So that's kind of an easy one, but I've actually been putting it into practice, and it's been really wonderful as I've been on my style journey and trying to refine my wardrobe without adding anything new to it. I've really been trying to work with the existing things. So I've been dying for a navy sweatshirt, but I'm never really happy with I've never really been happy with any sweatshirts that I buy. I'm not a sweatshirt person. I do have this one though that I had bought when I was still working at Topshop, and I wear it around the house because it's got a bunch of stains on it just from like spilling coffee and stuff. It's a very light minty green color, but it's the nicest shape. So I don't know why I've had navy dye actually in my sort of stash of crafty things. I was doing some tie-dye shirts that I sold at markets last year. So I don't know why I didn't think of this before. The only problem is that I actually dyed it yesterday, and it's hand dye, the one that I had, not the one that you put in the washing machine. And so, handy tip, when it says on the packet that you should stir it continuously for 45 minutes, you definitely should. Because I've dyed before and it's been successful by hand, but this time I didn't stir it and it's actually come out blotchy. So not actually so sustainable with this one, because I'm actually using a hell of a lot of water to do this because now I'm re-dyeing it. But if it comes out well, then great. Basically, I just really think that small changes and sort of analysing your wardrobe properly without just being too hasty to get rid of things it's really, really good. And I have noticed that I end up wearing the stuff a lot more. I took a pair of Levi's that were a wide leg and I made them a little bit narrow. I was about to sell them on Depop, and they've ended up becoming like literally one of my favorites. So very into the redo, reinvent, and alter vibe. Groundbreaking way that I stay sustainable is that I read Vogue. So I find that obviously, and this is really super obvious, but if I'm on my phone browsing Instagram or looking at people that I follow, I'm prone to dive deeper into what they're wearing or what they have. There's always listings and tagging things, and then it directs you to a shop, and then I end up wanting to spend money that I don't have. So being that my shopping budget is pretty much zero, I find that if I look at Vogue, I end up feeling super inspired, and it's kind of safe because there's not much in there that I could even afford. I'm not really in the market for anything Gucci or Prada, so yeah, I look at it with fresh eyes and it inspires me. And a lot of the editorials in there are not what you'd wear on the everyday. So it's not like I'm trying to copy or feeling like my wardrobe is lacking or doesn't have anything that's in there. I'm more inspired by color mixes, or to try different type of makeup or an eyeliner or something, or I just end up reading articles, which is more than I can say that I do when I'm on Instagram. So yeah, I love doing that. I don't always buy magazines, but every now and then I get my hands on one, and it's so nice to just like have a glossy in your hands. Or I just page through old ones. Like, all the images in there are going to be forever beautiful, and clothing, no matter when it was made, is going to be forever beautiful and inspiring. So yeah, top tip, read Vogue, folks. Absolutely miserable today, pouring with rain, so I'm not sure if you're going to hear that on the video. I'm wearing my navy jumper that I dyed, so it came out okay. It's a little bit blotchy, but it's so faint, like sort of the difference from the first dyeing session to the second one. There's a few dark patches and stuff, but it's really, really great. I don't have a before, unfortunately, but I'll see. I might pop on my Instagram. I think I took a picture, or I made a post with like a green outfit with the original color of this, and I'll show you. But I'm really, really chuffed. I've wanted a navy jumper. I've been trying to get into navy and black and all those boring colors, but just because it makes me feel really good. So I'm so happy about this one. Third tip on how to stay sustainable is to make. So there are a lot of things that I enjoy making, and I'm lucky enough that I studied fashion and have kept those skills, whether I've been working as a designer or not, whether I've been selling clothing or not. And I always enjoy making things and coming up with ideas and being creative, and devoting time and energy to that and getting excited about making things stops me from needing to purchase anything else. I also think that everyone's skills are different. So, I mean, I'm not saying like you have to make something. If you can't, it's totally fine. But if you are interested in anything, picking up a new skill and researching it and finding out about it and spending time on that kind of gives you an appreciation for the effort it takes to make things. And then I think you can't help but make more conscious purchases. Some of the things I make, I either end up appreciating them or enjoying them a lot more than things that I buy. And then when I think about buying something else, I'm more encouraged to buy from another maker, or at least save and buy something more substantial, because I understand that time and effort goes into things, and they are special, and we should treat our clothing as special and value it a lot more and wear it a lot more. And yeah, if you can't make, that's totally fine. Support other makers. There are so many makers out there, especially this year. Everyone's had the time to get a bit crafty or to really just bring their desires to life. And if you're like me, who's like, I'm not really shopping at the moment, so I'm trying to just like kill that whole thing. Show the love, show the makers some love. I think that just, even if you can't support other sustainable brands or people that make things in a sustainable way, you can definitely share good energy. So hop on social media, on Instagram and all those wonderful things, and yeah, just spread some good vibes. And even if you're not shopping from them, if you like it, tell them. Yeah, I have my own Instagram page and I display the things I make there. Some of them are for sale, some of them are just pictures that I enjoy taking and that, you know, helps me feel creative. And yeah, when people comment on it or whatever, it goes such a long way. And because I know that, I try and do the same to other people, because everyone just needs the encouragement to keep doing good things. I also wanted to show you guys my Depop page. So I've loved using Depop from the moment I got it. It's such a great app, and it's really given me a chance, because I've been so excessive on the fast fashion side of things. It's really just given me the opportunity to redeem myself a bit, and it sort of really makes you see how much you actually do have and take responsibility for it. The other day I went to the Salvation Army, and I was trying to drop off some of the household stuff that we're getting rid of from the kitchen and stuff as we move on to the boat. And yeah, they were almost like they're too full, they're not accepting donations. So I think everyone's just obviously been at home a lot and having a bunch of clean outs, which is wonderful, but it's almost like you can't just rely on the charity shops to get rid of that stuff for you. You kind of, if you take responsibility for it yourself, I think that might be a little bit of a better option. So yeah, I enjoy Depop for that reason, and I post like a variety of stuff on there. Like there's some samples of the bags I make that maybe have a minor flaw in it, or I maybe change the bag to be a little bit bigger by a few centimeters. I'll pop the ready-made, fully made sample on there for obviously a much cheaper price than what I would sell it for. I've got some amazing vintage blazers. I love that one, but it's just like a bit of a shortcut, and I realized I wasn't wearing it, so I bought it vintage and I'm reselling it as vintage. Oh, these Melissa shoes, I love these, but again, just like an item that I don't wear. Like I don't wear them, and I'm sure someone else would get a lot more use out of it than what I do. So these are some amazing pants that I made. Love, love, love. Again, just needed to take them in a bit, but I thought I would rather make a fresh pair for myself and sell those ones onto someone. But yeah, so Depop is amazing, and I think taking responsibility for any overuse and excessive purchasing, it's a good thing to do. And then you can decide, like, do you want to donate that money yourself to the charity, but at least they didn't have to be overloaded with all your things. I don't know, and obviously don't know if all charity shops are like that. Like I still need to find space to donate some stuff. It just brought the thought into my mind that maybe that is what's cool about resale, the resale market, is that you get to take responsibility and sell some of the stuff yourself. And then yeah, you kind of just see firsthand, it like solidifies that whole thing of like, it means something to purchase things. And if you are just going to be blasé about bringing things in and out your wardrobe, where is it all going? Yeah, resale and Depop, love, love, love. It's Saturday, I'm home, and I'm bringing you my fifth and final way that I stay sustainable. It's super gloomy and rainy, and that's the reason why this light is bad. I apologize for my random filming these days. You know, if you've been following, that it's a bit weird, but it is what it is. I still just feel the need to share this information with you. So I've set some goals for myself, centered around shopping and my feelings of needing things and wanting things. So I have a few things that I would like that are sort of out of my reach. For instance, I'll tell you what they are. One of them is a Barber jacket. So being that I'm moving onto a boat and I'm going to be outdoors a lot and sort of in the weather, or at least I hope to be, doing a lot of cruising and that kind of thing, sort of the quintessential British jacket is a Barber. They're kind of the least fashionable thing when it comes to coats and that, but I do need something durable that can get mixed up and that is just going to last forever. And Barbers, in my research, I've never owned one, are that kind of a thing. And there's a great collab that Alexa Chung does with them. And so I have my sights set on, at some point in the future, acquiring one of those. I would need to have some savings, and it's going to take me a while to get there, but I've set that goal now, and whenever I feel the need, I'm like, oh, I need something new, I think of the goal I've set and I go, well, I could have this thing, or I could save and get the thing that I really need that I'm going to have forever. Setting those goals and sort of solidifying those items and saying, this is what I really need and this is what my wardrobe is lacking, and I definitely know this will really make me happy because I've been looking at it forever. Yeah, it just kind of allows me to play those mind games and be like, weigh up my options, and in that way I stop making 50 small meaningless purchases and rather really hold out until I can afford and get the thing that I really want and need. I wanted to show you as well, I'm wearing the trousers that I dyed navy right in the first part of the video, and they came out so good. It took me a while. I had to unpick all the seaming because the threads didn't dye. They're obviously synthetic and are not cotton or linen like the rest of the trousers, but I'm glad I put the effort in because I really just love them. So yeah, I'm enjoying these. I'm enjoying my little home look today, and I hope I will get a lot of wear out of these going forward. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed and found this helpful, or found some things in here that you can relate to. If you did, please like this video, and if there was anything that you found interesting, send me a comment. I love chatting and would love to start up conversations about this stuff, especially surrounding fashion, shopping, sort of not shopping, I guess, and that kind of thing. Like, it's what I'm going through. If anyone else out there is, give me a shout, let's chat. One last thing, if you guys are still watching, is a cool little way that I tie the belts on things. So it's not the chicest thing, or I don't think, when you sort of get a pair of trousers that comes with a belt. I don't know, I always think it's better if you are going to wear a belt to just maybe put like your own leather one, or just try and be a bit more creative with it. But anyway, just my 2 cents on that. If you have a D-ring belt like this one, it kind of is quite cool to not actually use it in its sort of the way it was made to be used. And I just actually tie a little knot. A lot of people do this with coats and things. It gets a bit fussy with a D-ring if you're wearing a coat. But yeah, I think on trousers, if you've got a belt like that, to actually tie it and ignore the D-ring completely, it just kind of feels a bit more like casual, cool, and not so like uptight. And obviously the belt stays tighter, tied in a knot, than if it was through the D-ring as well. So yeah,